What's up, guys? Angry Matt Manduke here, and now I'm not angry because I'm sitting on my new bed. In fact, you guys should get used to this view because this is something you're going to see a lot of. I got some modifications coming, but I'm still angry. Why am I angry? Because I'm angry at parental control, parental guidance. Why am I angry about that? Well, the fact is now two times, family members have gotten offended by watching my videos.
I need my wiener to be erect for this.
This time it was the Taco Bell video. That's been up for almost a year. You're just now getting offended by it.
Watch it bounce up and down.
It's two times now. Family members have been offended by my videos and complained in such a way that led me to believe that their kids saw it and they were worried about their kids' eyes. You're just awful. I only have to stick into the PG-13 rating system in order to be on YouTube and make money. You better stop. You're turning me on. PG-13 means parental guidance required for kids under 13. Realistically, if you think your kid should be viewing this stuff, you should be viewing this stuff before your kid views this stuff. Now, you guys can go over and check out the Taco Bell video, and I don't find it offensive at all because you don't see any of the stuff I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm pretty graphic about the way I explain it, but I don't know if you know this or not, but everybody poops. Many people think it's funny.
Watch it bounce up and down.
Stuff happens. I mean, I used my hand. I'm only retarded sometimes. But I didn't smear it on the walls. I washed my hand immediately after. The moral of the story is that if I'm offensive to you, you lead a very sheltered life. So I'm doing something right then. Your whole family is sitting around and watching my YouTube. Well, you're getting out of the sheltered life. But no, I don't think my content is for 8-year-olds. But if you're surprised that I'm not the Disney Channel,
watch it bounce up and down.
well, I live in a van. I'm a single guy that lives in a van, and you're surprised that I'm not the Disney Channel? Do you actually expect me to be a guy handing out free candy to little kids while living in a van and making a YouTube about that? I think that's a whole other level of wrong.
I mean, that's the fun stuff, right?
I'm not G-rated?
So I'm doing something right then.
Really? What do you think that camera mount is above my bed for? It's not for YouTube, because this is how I do my YouTube. You better stop. You're turning me on. I mean, is it at all a surprise that I would say something like, I don't like nuts in my mouth, but I'll put them in a blender so I can swallow liquid nuts? Or, okay, Google, why is my poop green? Or do something like this. Been with over 400 women, that's true. And then, if I happen to fart while I'm shooting a video, you expect me to edit it out? Really? Me? Refers to my video about how everything gives me chronic diarrhea. Not everything. Everything fake. All the stuff that the general population eats gives me chronic diarrhea. And I'm going to talk about that. Because that's something that I've been insecure about for years, and now I'm telling the entire world. And if my family is offended by this,
Watch it bounce up and down.
My family is offended by the fact that I get chronic diarrhea and it results in hilarious stories. And believe me, when it happened, I wasn't laughing about it. When I have a wet fart and it stains my khaki pants, I don't think it's funny then. But there might be some hilariousness to it later. And factually, most people can relate to this kind of stuff because almost everybody has had an upset stomach at some point.
I'm not sorry. Not at all.
I'm not sorry that I put it there. I'm sorry that you were offended because your life is very sheltered.
I mean, you've never ran out of toilet paper and had to do something about it? This is the reason why I carry toilet paper now.
I mean, you only listen to G-rated music?
Awful. You're just awful.
And if you don't think your kids should see this, I could link a bunch of stuff that's on YouTube that's extremely offensive and doesn't require any parental consent, but I'm not going to because, you know, maybe you're watching this and you would click that because I told you to.
Awful.
And then your mind would be blown that I'm not the most offensive person on the internet.
You're just awful.
I like being the most offensive person on the internet.
I look down on everybody because I'm 6'4".
Shit, my initials are M and M. I can't even be anywhere near the most offensive person on the internet. I mean, 2 girls, 1 cup. First time I saw that, 14-year-old kids were watching it. Their parents were nowhere around. They were ordering pizza, and they tipped me. And then they watched it in front of me, and it was, ugh. They were eating sausage pizza while they were watching that.
And I love the sausage.
Their parents were nowhere around. If you're around and you're watching this, you should be watching this before you show it to your kids. And really, most of the topics that I'm talking about are not like, hey, kids, look at me. I think it's hilarious that I live in a van and I have signs on the side of it that say free information. I think it's so hilarious that I'm going to take those curtains down and I'm going to paint candy on them, and then I'm going to write free information on top of it. That's just to advertise my YouTube channel, because I'm messed up like that.
And I love the sausage.
So I'm doing something right then. I'm really angry. I'm more angry at my stepdad because of the way he reacted to it, but I know that's him. It's his fault for getting pissed off at the truth. He is an alcoholic. And he blows stuff way out of proportion, uses his imagination to make it worse than it is, so no matter what you tell him, it's going to come out worse. That's the fun stuff, right? If you're offended by this,
You're just awful.
don't show your kids. And then, don't allow your kids on YouTube by themselves. Yes, there are some videos on YouTube that are great for kids. There's all kinds of stuff that's great for kids. But the fact is that the parent's not going to have a separate browser for your kid that has stuff that they can watch and doesn't allow it to go elsewhere. And if that separate sign-in is for the kid, it'll automatically, like, suggest films that are similar to what they're watching. Like everything you Google, if your kid is using your thing, everything you've ever Googled could come up as a YouTube video, because that's how Google works, and Google owns YouTube.
Okay, Google. Images. Show me Pogs.
Think about that. I mean, your kids don't see your Facebook, apparently, so, you know, your kids also shouldn't see your Google searches.
Okay, Google. Images. Big booty bitches. Okay, Google. Videos. Twerking teacher.
Especially not if you're offended by poop. It's not like I'm showing pictures of it. I have pictures of it. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm proud of that. Looks like Lucky Charms. It's all green.
Okay, Google. Why is my poop green?
Fine. The whole family sits around and watches my YouTube channel. Then you're offended. And I mean, I tell you what I'm doing in the title. Oh, let me click on that. He's peeing off the side of a mountain. Then you're offended because of that. And it's not like you saw my wiener in that.
I need my wiener to be erect for this.
I'm so happy that somebody reported me on Facebook for a picture that I'm not going to put on here. But I'm not happy about it because I got reported. I'm happy about it because it got reported and Facebook took my side and said they were wrong for reporting it. And all that was a side view of me taking a poop. I was happy about it, but I wasn't happy about what I was doing. That was a really horrible day.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.